Yo, it's PepperBelly here with that Team Snipers game I talked about in the last Team SWAT game, which I talked about in the last First Impressions game. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so it's just a giant train of like domino effects of talking about specific videos I'm going to be releasing. But anyway, this is a Team Snipers game where I go 21-2. I almost forgot the number there. And so, yeah. I have a few things to talk about regarding to sniping and, well, generally the gameplay in general, kind of. So, sniping. Probably not exactly the best thing I'm capable of, like, doing, but I find myself, personally, I'm not as bad. Right now I'm showing probably the worst example. But right there, I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. But sniping is probably one of the things I'm actually, like, decent at, unless I'm getting shot at. If I'm getting shot at, as soon as I get hit, it takes me out of my scope, I'm pretty much screwed after that. I try recovering from my aim and trying to zoom back in and take out another target, like, trying to recover from it, and he just keeps lighting me up again, so then I get out of the scope again. So I have to try to compensate for everything. It's just, I don't know, it's difficult to pull off all the time. It gets very, very frustrating at times. But anyway, what I was talking about, like when you saw a little bit there, aiming at a distance. I heard some people actually talk about this, and I actually watched another commentary actually for Halo Reach, and the guy mentioned it too, and I agree with him, so I'll cover it also. Basically, when you're aiming from really far away at long range and close range, the aiming always seems jerky. Now, even though, like, when you're aiming further away and you're trying to make very, very soft, subtle movements to just compensate for literally a pixel of, like, an item you can see in the distance, it's very, very difficult to do that because it's so jerky, and you can see it when I'm trying to aim at that guy earlier on. And if you want, you can rewind it and look at it again. It's up to you. I don't, whatever. I'm just saying, but you can see it happen in here. But at medium range, when the auto aim kicks in, like, pretty well, that is not an issue anymore. Like, it's not that bad. Like, the subtle movements you make aren't as bad as they seem at long range and even at short range. At short range, they're pretty pathetic. I mean, a lot of people can compensate for it. I mean, it's more, instead of it being a subtle, slow sways back and forth, it's more like you're twitching it in each direction. So you'll be like twitching really, really quickly to the right or twitching really fast to the left. It's never like a perfect, like, smooth looking up and down movement. It's always like, twitchy and awkward, and I've never experienced that issue with Halo 3 and Halo 2, so it's all new to me, really. It's seeing that, like, the twitchiness in the controllers, or in the aiming, sorry, and, and I've been playing all the other Halo games. I never really had that experience until here, and generally, I'm a good sniper in almost every game I play. Call of Duty, well, first of all, sniping in that isn't exactly, like, the most skillful thing ever, but I mean, you do have to time your shot, you do have to time your breathing. I am really good at sniping in that. Battlefield Bad Company 2, I went games where I was like, but this was in the beta, I haven't actually played the full game, so, but back in the beta, I remember just, like, specifically playing a match, getting over 50 kills and 0 deaths, sniping. I mean, like, sniping is the ultimate thing I love doing. I love just, like, being perched up on a hill, I got my ghillie suit on, and they're all like, alright, gonna change my crosshair, the wind's going like 2 miles in that direction, and I don't know, like, Coriolis effect and all that crap, I don't know, just whatever. I like the sniping feel, and I like just hunting prey down. They don't know what's happening, and you just kill them in cold blood, and that makes me sound kind of psycho and sadistic, but I mean, who doesn't like doing that? You see some guy, he doesn't know you're there, and you just put a round right through his head, and his head explodes. I mean, come on. There's something satisfying about that. In a video game, I'll say that as much, I'm not going to say in a real life perspective it's great, but I mean, I love doing that. And in all those games, I'm good at doing it. Blacklight, not so much, but Blacklight I'm pretty good at. All of a sudden you put me in Halo, it's like everything just is so different. It's, I don't know, like I said, for everything and for the gameplay in general, Halo is so different from other games. Like, a lot of people play Battlefield, and they're like, I hate Battlefield because of how many rounds it takes to kill someone. Well, have you played Halo? I mean, for some reason, Halo's still the most, like, I mean, they get away with it because they say, hey, we have shields. In Battlefield, you don't have shields. It's legit, like, you're just wearing normal soldier gear, so it's understandable when you're getting hit, like, 50 times that it's frustrating to put half a magazine into someone to kill them. Well, in Halo, they get away with it because they say you have shields and you're wearing crap tons of armor, which it does make sense you can take more rounds, but I mean, it's still very annoying. Like, I mean, you go and play in Legendary, you get your ass handed to you. You go and play, like, online, it's like, okay, my shields last a really long time. You know, it's really frustrating, and right there in the match, something happened. Oh, yeah, like that blue screen type thing that used to happen in Halo 2 where someone leaves the game or whatever. Anyway, that's enough of the multiplayer. One thing I actually wanted to talk about was the Legendary difficulty in campaign. Now, I was going to save this for another video to go with a firefight game, but I kind of ran out of things to talk about, so here it goes. Alright, Legendary. I just finished beating the game on Legendary by myself. I have all 3 achievements that you get. It's like 325 Gs, I think, in total. The complete the game on Heroic, complete the game on Legendary, and complete the game on Legendary alone. So I got all 3 of those achievements, you know, and, you know, what's funny is I was playing co-op with my friend, and, I remember at the very first mission, you know, when you first encounter all those elites, it was funny because my friend and I were having a ridiculously hard time trying to kill them. I mean, it was absolutely retarded how hard it was for us to fight all those elites off. I mean, by the time it was done, there were no grasslands anymore. It was just piles of bodies everywhere, and it was all our bodies. So, I don't know, it was pretty funny, but the reason why it was so difficult is because we were using the wrong tactics. So, I'm not going to explain much now. I'll leave it in another commentary video related either in firefight or maybe a campaign level. I don't know. I'll film that later on. I'll be discussing a little bit more about how I actually achieved beating it in Legendary, and I'm pretty sure most of you can figure it out for yourself. But I mean, I want to explain it anyway because some people, you know, out there want to listen to it and want to hear what I did specifically to breeze through the levels, literally. I mean, it was an absolute joke. Playing through the game on Legendary, the way I did it, the tactics I used was so easy. I had no difficulty whatsoever with the game. I mean, it made it feel like I was playing it on, like, normal or even lower, just because everything that seemed so tough was actually retardedly easy. And you'd be surprised that actually one of my main weapons I used was the pistol. And you're probably, like, thinking maybe a pistol isn't that effective, but actually, if you use it right, it can be probably one of the most deadly weapons of the game, on par with the DMR and the sniper rifle. And I've actually barely used the sniper rifle in campaign on Legendary because the pistol and DMR is all you need. That's pretty much all you need to beat the game on Legendary, like, effectively, and not have to worry about anything. So, you know, I'll be discussing that in a later video. I'll be posting. It's going to be either a firefight or a campaign. I don't know yet. So, you know, I can leave that up for speculation for you. If you want to, you know, you can make a comment on it. You can tell me if you want it to be a campaign mission or you want it to be whatever you want. So just let me know. Guys, please rate, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. And, yeah, so that's kind of the end of the video. Don't know what else to talk about. You know, I could sing a song, but I don't really have a nice singing voice. I think I'll just, leave right now. So yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy watching the awesome view for the next little while, and yeah, anyway, I'll just go. Bye. See you later, guys.